Well, here's that little Walbro carb off this homelite 330. This one has spark and it fires for a minute and runs, but it does not seem to be drawing fuel. So, while you guys watch, I'm going to take the diaphragm side off this carb down where you guys can see it. Now, these are pretty loose, so I'm guessing this carb has either been apart or is clear full of crap. I do have a seal kit for this. Got one this afternoon on my way home from work. And we're about to find out how good this bad this is. Probably going to be replacing the seals, whether they're good or not, but you never know. This diaphragm isn't horrible. Not sure how that's supposed to go. So, yeah, that diaphragm's pretty good. We've got the jets seated currently. I'm just going to poke a couple screws back in this quick. Now let's poke them all back in, heck of it. And see what we got going on. Not exactly sure how this carb is supposed to operate, but if it's like a truck, it's not that bad. I've done a couple truck carbs, but never something this small and actually got to work properly. But if it doesn't work properly, we'll just take it up to the shop and let them mess with it. Because if I can't figure it out, somebody with some more skills, more knowledge, I'm sure can. This saw is extremely loud without the muffler. This is carb sits in there like this, which means the bottom one is low, I think. We'll open it about a turn, and we'll open this one about a turn also. And we'll spray some brake clean in this sucker. I get the straw in it. That must be return. Yeah, they're just spraying right out of the bottle. Well, I don't know. What the heck is up with this carb? You guys will probably be able to tell me. And then I'll feel like an idiot. But I'm learning. I'm trying to show people while I go. Junk out of here. Okay. Now what we're going to do is spray these fuel lines. Let's see if we can hear fuel moving around in the tank. That one might be plugged up, but a can of brake clean's the same as empty, so I'm going to get my new can. Get some force in there. That sucker's probably the fuel line side, or the filter side, of course. This fuel cap on. Well, I don't particularly see a problem with this sucker. I don't know, maybe it's just not drawn properly out of the tank because of the plugged up fuel line. Well, we'll give her another go here in a minute. I can get that throttle cable back on. There it goes. There we go. I'll put this bolt back in. Put this choke plate back on. It's kind of a goofy choke system, but I have run into this before on another saw, but it was running, of course. Been trying to learn how to work on my own saws. Not necessarily because I don't have good service here, because I have great service at my local shop. It's just, I would like to be able to work on my own stuff too. Maybe get into some performance stuff eventually. Four-stroke, that's no big deal. That's exhaust, better fuel, better carb, better intake. You got yourself a runner. But these son of a guns, I don't know near enough about them. I'm gonna give this sucker a fire and show you guys. Okay, get you wedged down in there. Yeah, I probably got it flooded. That carb is either leaking or I have other fuel issues. Well, anyways, I probably have some kind of a fuel delivery issue. Plugged up fuel filter or something. We'll see if I can even vaguely see down in there. Can't feel nothing. Okay, there we go. There's a fuel line. A fuel line anyway. I don't know if it's the fuel line. This one's got 2 on the carb. Not sure why, but this one does appear to have maybe a filter on the end, so that would be the feed line if I can get it out of here. There we go. Yeah, it's got a great big freaking filter on it, and it is clear full of poo. No way that's drawing fuel. I'm going to try and spray this out. Stick this in and blow it out of the filter, not blow it in farther in the filter. And then drop it on the floor like an idiot. Plug it up some more. So this does appear to be clear now. A couple pieces of junk come out of it. But this fuel line's not that bad yet. So we might just be fighting a draw issue or something. Make sure we got that down in good fuel. A little more fuel in the son of a gun. And yeah, that's 3/4 full. If it doesn't pick up 3/4 full, we got a problem. So we're gonna give her a little drink. Makes them easier to start. Might have started to draw fuel. Might have. We're going to check our jets again, because I know I put the jets about 1 turn out, but so that's seated. And that's seated. So half a turn, full turn, and just a squeak. Half a turn, full turn, just a squeak. Maybe you might be pulling fuel. Give her a little tug here. Choke the little son of a gun. Well, it's pulling fuel. Man, that sucker's loud. That is real loud. Turn that low screw in a bit. opposite result of what I was trying for, was to get a title. Okay, maybe. Okay, this sucker's trying to run away a little bit, so we're going to put this muffler back on. What's left of the muffler, anyway. Now that everything's nice and hot, right? And we've only got 2 bolts, so I'll probably pull one out of the other one saw. But for now, we'll put this one in. It looks good. And then we'll give these a quick snug. Sucker almost ran away a little bit. Trying to anyway. I don't know if the oiler works yet. I don't think I've got any bar oil here. Got some old motor oil we could use to at least test the stupid thing, but it's smoky in here, isn't it? My goodness. I'll probably just pour just a little bit of that motor oil in there so the oil pump's not completely dry. I got a little funnel over there for that. It's kind of a goofy cap. Clean that off a little bit. Yeah, like I said, this is just motor oil. I know you're not supposed to use motor oil, but for this purpose, it will probably be fine. Little brake clean. Also, probably isn't going to hurt anything. If it does, oh well, I guess. If it does, I got another saw to rub parts out of. Okay, let's give this sucker another go. Jet is completely in, so we're going to get that far. Get that sucker about that. Now I got it flooded like a dumbass. Well, instead of sitting here pulling on it for an hour, I'm going to pull a plug and run the fuel out of the bottom end. Sounds like we might have an air leak. Might. Don't know yet. We're going to find out. Yeah, it looks soaking fucking wet and hot as hell. Probably turn that switch off. Now we'll put her back in there and see what we got. So this time we're going to seat the jets and put them at 3/4. Because, like I said, I'm kind of new to this whole tuning thing. I'm thinking maybe that'll richen that up enough, or lean it out enough. I guess I should say lean it out, because it'd be less fuel to where it will maybe want to actually idle somewhat. I had it idling for just a minute, but that was probably more of a oops than an actual tune. Go. This back in there. Turn that on. Give this thing a rip. Pull on it a little bit, I guess. Reset the jets because I already forgot like an idiot. That's a half turn. A half turn, another 1/4. Come on. Hold on, these old suckers sucks. Got one burp out of it, and that was it, huh? Well, that saw's flooded. I can smell gas again. We're going to call that the end of the video, guys. But we're getting closer on this one anyways. Thanks for watching.